So we are officially 1 week away from the season finale, True Colors. So I feel that the dinner and Battle of the Bands is kind of going to be like the nice fun episodes before we get into all like the pain and suffering that the season finale will ultimately bring. Essentially, this is going to kind of be like the way like witches to like the agony of a witch in Young Blood Old Souls kind of a thing. So enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy the fun times while they last, because I see pain and suffering in our future. But I am excited because like we're just getting like a bunch of Sasha episodes in a row. Like this is just like unheard of. Sasha's appearances were so few and far between, but now we're getting her, you know, a couple episodes in a row. So we'll get to explore more of kind of like their dynamic as a group, the trio, which I'm excited for. And I know there was a clip that was released early, and we can kind of see Sasha just, you know, doing what she does best, which is bossing others around and kind of just taking control and, you know, trying to get things her way. So we'll see how that unfolds in this episode. There's also going to be like music and songs in this episode with the trio singing, which is going to be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I mean, like this is it. This is the last fun stuff that we'll have before things just, you know, go crazy next episode. So yeah, with that, let's get into it. Oh, look at the nice little outdoor table setting. So nice. I like how Marcy has like a nice like formal attire and still in her school uniform. Also, Frobo's a grill. That's new information. This is gonna suck next episode when everyone's just gonna betray Anne.
If you don't stay chummy with them, our plans are shot.
Man, just like the shadowed like look over the eyes. You're going to a dinner. What do you need daggers for? Also, you're lucky you didn't stab yourself in the head or your foot. Man, you look so nice.
Remember.
Oh boy. Oh god. Are you happy people? Grime and Hop Hop are like in the same scene and they'll talk to each other. Yep, see, there you go. They talk to each other. They acknowledge each other. I hope you're happy.
Sorry,
oh, Sprig.
Taken. Little jerk.
Oh, I think he can hear you. You guys are doing a great job of trying to be nice and not be obvious about it. Oh boy. He's gonna laugh anyway. Yeah.
Anne took the blame and said it was her idea.
My parents grounded me for a month.
Oh, yeah. For a rousing game of Draws-a-Doodle.
Draws-a-Doodle? Like Pictionary?
Ant Queen?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh.
Oh no, you're not included. How does that make you feel, Sasha?
That doesn't look anything like a weeping dirt
Oh
snake.
no,
Bad
Sprig.
guess, bad guess.
You have to be a jerk about it.
Yeah, in your face,
Oh,
twerp.
jeez.
Got it right.
I bet no one's gonna be able to guess what she draws and she's not gonna like it. A tree?
That's where Anne chose us. You know, over her friendship with Sasha.
Oh boy.
There's a tree.
Oh, the tree. There's a shame corner. Oh, it hasn't been used in a while, looks like.
One time.
Yeah.
I tried to kill them.
I think one time is too many times.
I agree with, I want to say, Marsha. This friendship is so
Close.
crucial, even.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, is she gonna like reveal the plan? Oh, that's actual lava. Oh, jeez, this is a death trap. Why? Oh, well, Grime's out. Oh, wow, Sasha with her hair down.
Marcy, still have your crossbow?
Only always.
Oh my gosh.
Now that I can do.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Oh, see, teamwork makes the dream work.
Maybe it's for you to recognize that I've changed.
Well, that's no problem.
I mean, that's true. That Anne's been the one who's been telling Sasha to cool it the whole night. Hugs. This is gonna still backfire on them. Ugh. Oh.
You guys want in on
Okay.
this?
You guys are gonna have a lot of food. Jeez. Also, your house is destroyed, so hopefully that's okay.
Where are we gonna live?
Yeah, I was gonna say your house has been absolutely obliterated. The final calm before the storm, I feel. Yeah, I've been wondering about this.
Why? Because we
we invaded the
Yes.
Yeah, it was just one time.
You know, sometimes one time is, one time's too many. Oh, the Wheel of Fun, great.
Sasha and the Sharps reunion?
The what and the who?
Of
It was a
course, it
garage
was
band the three of us had
Sasha
back
and the
home.
Sharps.
We used
Shall tremble at my performance.
At the time for myself.
Oh no, he doesn't know what to do with himself. Oh wow, that house got rebuilt real
What do you
quick.
got?
So convenient that all of them know how to play instruments.
Actually, I wrote a song about Amphibia and I was hoping we could play it together.
You
So
didn't tell me you were
sweet.
writing.
Did she just do that now, or did she just make one just on her free time before the Battle of the Bands thing happened? Oh, look at this girl.
I just have a feeling that I hope would make it even better.
Boy.
Oh, okay. And yet not enough, Frog.
Oh no, don't be mean to Frobo.
Called collaboration, Anne. This isn't collaboration. It's a hostile takeover.
Yeah.
Things always have to be your way.
Yeah. I'm Polly.
Why?
I mean, at least she acknowledges that she likes to be in control of things.
I still intend to win.
He's like, I must win any competition. Oh, you're by yourself now? No one wants to hang out with you?
Unless I can find someone who wants to do everything I say.
Oh no, Toadie. Oh boy. Oh, look at him go. Good job.
I stopped having opinions years ago. I'm just 100%
Oh, no.
here to support you. Well, maybe you should try letting go a little.
Yeah.
Let someone else take the reins. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, buddy.
You got it.
Literally hit them. Wow, these are the tulips that you were growing? Alright, well, compared to the- oh, well, never mind. Man, Sasha with the goth makeup, and Toadie too.
Those costumes are something else.
Beautiful.
Nowhere near as good as it could have been with me in control.
Oh
I
boy.
just wanted.
Because sometimes being a good friend just means being there for them when they need it the most.
I can't believe out of all the characters that are gonna get Sasha to stop being such a control freak is Toadie, but it makes sense. Aw, look at these two. Aw, look at them. They're so cute. Aw. Oh, Sasha's gonna come out for the guitar solo. Yeah. Oh, this is still gonna hurt so much next episode. Oh, it's just like, here's the nice stuff before everything just gets crushed. Yay.
Sasha, that
Claps.
was awesome.
Oh, boy, Grime, what do you have planned? Is that an Iron Maiden? Oh, with a harp, okay. Wow. I was not expecting this.
Whoa.
3 hours later. Jesus. Good job, Grime.
We lost Sasha.
Understand that you three girls will be leaving us soon.
Yep, with the box charge. And
Oh
I'll miss you more than
no. Well, there's still one more season, and I know you don't know this, but there's one more season.
Come on! Hurry! Hurry!
Yay. Yep, the calm before the storm, the calm before everything goes awful and terrible next episode. I feel Sasha's gonna betray Anne, then feel bad about it, and I feel Marcy's gonna unintentionally betray Anne because of Andres' plan that he told her at the end of A Day at the Aquarium. So next episode's gonna be really rough for Anne. Oh boy. So we are officially 1 week away from the season 2 finale True Colors. So these 2 episodes are truly the calm before the storm, before everything comes to head. Now, these 2 episodes in particular focused a lot on Sasha and her reluctance to change, so she's going to be discussed pretty heavily in this review. We'll start first with the dinner. Essentially, this episode is building off of the third temple, with Sasha and Grime continuing their plan on getting on the group's good side. However, like in the third temple, Sasha may be having second thoughts on the plan and may actually want to try and fix her friendships. The group is trying to make a good impression and having a generally positive attitude heading into this dinner, though the planters still have their suspicions of Sasha and Grime's intentions. Even with those, they still try to be supportive of Anne and Marcy since Sasha means a lot to both of them. But it just hurts knowing Anne and Marcy have put so much trust in her believing she has changed, and Sasha is very adamant in not changing at all. And I like that Grime is actually the scheming one now. Back in season 1, Sasha was more of the planner and manipulator, but now he's the one pulling the strings and trying to keep Sasha focused on the goal. Also, I think this episode and the next episode are honestly Grime at his best in this series. I just love the contrast from the bloodthirsty captain to the polite house guest and harp aficionado. I also find it funny that Sasha's plan is apparently to help take over Newtopia and then she'll get her friendships under control, as if Anne and Marcy wouldn't have any issues with Sasha's actions and act like everything is fine. Once we get to the dinner, things are fine at first. Awkward, but fine. It's not until Sprig has a seat next to Anne and Marcy that things start to go south. Ever since reunion, Sprig and Sasha have had a bit of a rivalry, so obviously she doesn't take it well when Sprig keeps his seat. And this is just evidence for how Sasha really doesn't want to change and is pretty content with who she is as a person. But there are moments where Sasha seems to at least question her actions, like when they bring up the time Sasha convinced the other two to skip rehearsal at school and Anne took the blame for the group. However, there are also moments where Sasha feels a bit left out, like when Anne and Marcy bring up the Ant Queen from Marcy at the Gates. Considering Sasha is always in control, her feeling left out is definitely not something she is used to. And things don't get any better with Sprig's commentary during Draws-a-Doodle. Like I said before, Sasha and Sprig have a bit of a rivalry, so Sasha would leap at any opportunity to try and put Sprig in his place. Now Anne actually stands up for Sprig, which is a role reversal from Reunion, and also one of the few times that Anne actually does stand up to Sasha in the show. Things only get worse when it's Sasha's turn and the planters all remind her of the events of Toad Tower from Reunion, which she doesn't take too well. This leads to the girls fighting, and here we get Sasha at least admitting that she doesn't want to change and doesn't really have any intentions to. And this at least shows that she acknowledges her actions and knows that she likes being in control, which in a way puts her ahead of other characters like Sasha in terms of a redemption arc. But tensions don't die down because the volcano erupts and forces the girls to work together to save everyone from melting in the boiling hot chocolate. However, the three work well together. With Anne's quick thinking, Marcy's crossbow, and Sasha's natural ability to draw enemies' attention, the girls are able to defeat the Hornets. It's honestly kind of bittersweet because you see how well they work together and what a great team they make, but you know that there are other motivations at work that are preventing them from truly being a team. Now we get a little bit of progress in Sasha at least apologizing for losing her temper, but says that she doesn't know if she can change because she likes who she is. Confidence and self-assurance have always been traits of Sasha, but Anne does bring up the point that if Sasha isn't going to change, then at least she wants her to acknowledge that she has changed and isn't the same person she was back at home, to which Sasha agrees and even notes how Anne isn't the same shy girl anymore. When asked if she thinks that they can work things out, Sasha pauses and has a bit of a melancholy expression. Like last episode, this is supposed to be an act, but since Anne and Marcy are genuinely trying to fix things, Sasha seems a bit conflicted with the goal at hand versus her friendships. And this conflict leads directly into our next episode, Battle of the Bands. Now I brought this up in my last video, but I was wondering how the town was going to react to Sasha and Grime being there. I figured it wasn't going to be a warm welcome, but I wasn't expecting the solution to be spinning the wheel of fun for a Battle of the Bands. And once rehearsals start, even based on the name Sasha and the Sharps, you can see the control she had over the other two. Now I know the clip for the rehearsal was released early, but I think this pretty much perfectly encapsulates how Sasha manipulates Anne and Marcy. She makes it seem like she's trying to help, but eventually takes so much control that it ends up only being what she wants. In this situation specifically, it's even worse because the song was one that Anne wrote herself and Sasha is completely disregarding that. Back in Barrel's Warhammer, we saw this with Percy and Braddock and how Sasha disregarded their feelings for her own. And because she got what she wanted, she considered it a win for everybody. However, Anne isn't just going to take Sasha's controlling nature anymore and speaks up, which is huge for Anne because this is showing that her doing so isn't just going to be a one-time thing. She's going to keep sticking up for herself and others from now on. Sasha doesn't take this well and ends up leaving the other two in the hopes of teaming up with Grime, however, he's a little bit busy. So now Sasha's on her own with no one to boss around, at least until she stumbles across Toadie, who loves taking orders. You would think Sasha would like having someone to boss around constantly, but she quickly finds that she doesn't like how agreeable Toadie is. And I think it's pretty telling that Sasha likes being able to control others, but still likes being able to manipulate them into doing what she wants. It's almost like she enjoys a bit of a challenge when controlling others. But she also admits that being so controlling can get exhausting, to which Toadie offers the advice of her letting go and just being there to support her friends. Out of all the characters to give Sasha advice and a push in the right direction, Toadie was probably the last character I expected. But Toadie, a character who is bossed around constantly, offers a good perspective to Sasha, who continually bosses others around. Once we get to the show, we see some Interesting act, but when Sasha sees Anne and Marcy, she's actually pretty supportive of the two, which shows that she's taking Toadie's advice and at least is taking a step in the right direction. That is until she claims that their act would have been better with her in charge, but her being in control does come from a place of wanting them to win and trying to be a good friend. This is something Sasha is going to have to work on in defining a line between being a good friend who pushes her friends to their highest potential and just being bossy and manipulative. As Toadie puts it, you can't always force your friends, and sometimes the best thing you can do is to just be there and support them. And seeing Anne and Marcy having a good time out there on their own leads her to coming in for her guitar solo and finishing out the song. Again, while I know this is all supposed to be part of a plan, I think Sasha is genuinely bettering herself and trying to be a good friend in this moment. And this just makes the upcoming episode worse, honestly, because you know Sasha and Grime are going to invade Newtopia and betray Anne. But I think this also means that Sasha will eventually side with Anne and try to make up for her past actions. And the picture with the whole town is just another twist of the knife because Anne is thinking that she's going home, but of course we as the viewer know that there's a season 3, so that won't be happening. So this photo is really just the calm before the storm before Sasha and Grime unleash their plan, as well as whatever Andreas and Marcy have planned. All I know is that the next episode is going to be really rough for Anne, likely having her two friends betray her in some way. And while I'm not looking forward to that, I am definitely looking forward to see how things unfold in Newtopia and what exactly Andreas's plan is. Matt seems pretty excited for this episode, and it's going to be the longest episode in this series so far, so there's definitely a lot that's going to happen. But I feel both of these episodes were a nice exploration of Sasha's character as well as the levity before we finally reach the season 2 finale. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have a fantastic day, and until next time guys, take care.